On Tuesday, just after the youth left the burial grounds of the late Ibrahim Mohammed, they clashed with the joint team of police and military just on the stretch. This is where the shooting incidents happened. And in the process, even the transformer behind me was hit. But that's not all. 6 persons were hit. And out of that, 2 persons died. And 4 others sustained various degrees of injuries. We're here to find out how persons within this community have been affected by this, and also what is really being done to help resolve all the issues here. I've returned to the Ejura Government Hospital where persons who sustained gunshot wounds and also the persons who died were brought to initially. I'm here with the medical director, medical superintendent for the facility, Dr. Mensa Manye, to give us an update so far. So what has been the latest update?
With the 4 injured people and the 2 who died, I think it still remains the same. But I think the joyous news is that 2 recovered and were discharged. The 2 were left at the ward. Later in the evening, I reassessed and I realized there was more injury to what we have found earlier on. Assessing it is like he had a shot at the back and apparently opens in front of the abdomen at the right iliac fossa region, which he was bleeding internally. So upon reassessment, there will be exploration or he need to go to theater. But with the further investigation, which will require some CT scan, I deem it necessary to refer to Confanoche for that investigation to be done and also possibly operation that will be carried.
So currently, how many people are here?
Currently, I have 1 person here who also sustained severe injury at the right femur, that's the right thigh bone, with multiple fractures, and also multiple gunshot injuries at the thigh. He's also bled yesterday profusely. We thank God by the effective resuscitation we had, we'll be able to actually revive him. He's currently stable, and he had his hemotransfusion, blood transfusion done with all the necessary antibiotic given. Very stable now, but I think he will be going to an orthopedic surgeon. He will also require some form of operation to be done on the bone, which I think we have limitation here. So I will quickly refer that one to orthopedic surgeon.
The police say 1 more arrest has been made so far in connection with the murder of Ibrahim Mohammed. This brings to 3 the number of persons who have been arrested in relation to that case. The District Police Commander for Ejura, DSP Philip Kojo-Hammond, has been speaking to the media.
You can attest to it that yesterday, before the engagement, they started pelting stones and other things, and one of the stones actually hit some of the personnel, and that sparked that engagement yesterday. We want to, as much as possible, to avoid such occurrence. So we are pleading with them, the youth, that they should rather help us with any information that will assist us to pick anybody involved in this heinous crime. So far, we have picked somebody. Today, we have picked another person, making 3 suspects now under investigation. For now, the case is under investigation. We don't know any relationship as at now. If you permit us to dive deep into the investigation, when we come out with any facts, we will disclose it to the public. But for now, we don't know the relationship. We just picked him about 25 minutes ago. For some time now, we have enjoyed peace in Ejura. And if you can recall, even during the election, people were thinking that Ejura is going to burn. But I think we never recorded any incident like we are experiencing today. It is very, very unfortunate, and it is the cooperation that we enjoyed from the election.
It's still a moment of grief for people who are here. Currently, I'm in the house of one of the people who were shot yesterday when some residents clashed with the police and the military team. One person that was dead has to do with Nasiru Yusuf. Nasiru Yusuf used to live here. I'm here to talk to some of his family members to find out what is going on with them and what specifically they want done. Let me get to one young man here. So as family members, what is going on in your minds?
Oh, we are so sad. We are sad because of the incident that happened. We have nothing to say than to exercise patience.
But what do you want authorities to do for you?
Oh, we want the authorities to do justice. Because he was not part of those doing the protest. He was just going to buy food. So we want the government to do justice.
Yeah, me person penny for any say me hear justice. Enya ba kuni enya mienu enya miensa. Omo fa no kra no to baby I was say eda. Nkra no omo nyina innocent. Obi anya obi ahwe. Obi anya obi ahwe. Nti Mr. Ghana mampani ene ni ministers. So omo soli nyina no omo nya bibi fa ho. Omo anya bibi afa ho a edura kromo asuje mba da. Asuje mba. Omunye bibi fa enkola ne Kaaka ene mrante no mu yesi aminu kese ba goda kofu aloti empe ni ebosa no beto no enti wo beba no ahwe moja eguseye.
Some residents within the Edra-Secha-Dumase municipality, particularly those within the Zongo communities, have been calling on the relevant authorities to take action concerning this development.
Nan ba tashi hankali muke so ba. Muna zaman peace ne, muna son kanda komi je gabata a san ga kanda inda abin ya fito. Don yau kai ke da mutumin ka hal wanga abu ya zo ya faru ko yaya hankalin ka ba shi kwance. Na tama abin da ya fita shekaran jiya nan zuwa yau duka hankalin mu na tashi ne. Hankalin mu na tashi ne kwarai saboda shi muna roƙon gwamnati saboda Allah yayi kokari wanga case ya birkita a ga hannun waɗanda hannun su ke ciki.
Allah da chief imam in ba shi ba da ba a samu kwanciyar hankali ba saboda abin nan yayi west yanda mutane suka zabura sun so an so ai tashi hankali mai kwarai amma chief imam da Allah da shi an samu sauki ni kuma yaron nan da yake gare ni raina ya ɓaci hankali ya tashi kwarai da gaske da naji haka ban iya nayi zuwa ma na je makabira na ga abin da aka yi wurin sa shi kabari na ga yanda aka yi an yi rigima kwarai polisai ma sun gudu saboda su mutane sun ji zafi shi sa Allah kuma muka roƙi shi Allah ya kawo sauƙi amma abin da muke son gwamnati yayi bincike ya find out sosai saboda mutane hankalinsu ya kwanta domin still akwai tension mutane suna da tension cikin zuciyarsu amma yayi kokari ya nemi waɗanda suka yi abin nan in ya so a san hukuncin da za a yi in aka yi musu hukunci mutane da ke da tension nan hankalinsu ya kwanta
in ya zo gari ana tashin hankali ana kashe wuta ne a bar wuri ya yi sanyi amma ba gaba dai da zuwan soja ya dai fi da bindiga mun san ana ba da warning shoot bisa ne ba ana ba da warning shoot kasa ba ne gaba dai warning shoot nga shi rai biyu a take ya fita.
We have also been speaking to the municipal chief imam for Edra-Secha-Dumase, and he has been calling for calm among all parties.
Mu dai mun fadi wallahi tallahi to sauran hukuma da sarakunan su ma su gwada irin nasu shi yafi in yaro yayi ne aka samu wata rana aka damki yaro ba wai sarauta in ba kama karya cikin sarauta ba sarauta bane ko naka ne in yayi kuskure ka kama shi a ja gwada mishi hukunci to gobe na wani ma ya ji tsoro amma an yi labe wai to ai dan wani kaza ne ko dan rafa ne wani kullum abin na karuwa ne to na tama da in sarakuna suka tasu kasaya zango su duka da ikon Allah abin ya yi sauki muna ce musu kamar su yi hankuri ko ba haka nan ba wanda ya zo ne da shi ya zo sai yasa ma har uwa da kanta ma ita ma ta ce ta yafe su ma su yi hankuri su bari a dangane maganar nan zuwa ga Allah kawai a dangane maganar zuwa ga Allah.
Following the happenings here at Edra, we have been speaking to the chief of the area, Berima Oseshidie II.
Me blame woman. I don't want to portion any blames. Say be a woman may ye and almost ye Debbie because a Juma no be and almost instructions in about a Juma. I'm not saying say your mom instructions will make money, no. Yan son I make almost by some be say pepe pay any else soon dear because we will. To say ye kɔ yɛ nimu no say be a mistake bi free baby by ya ade chisa no ba be a mistake ni free by no be correct enti ye mpɛ sɛ adwura kuro no ɛbɛsɛ adwura kuro no enye kuro a ye basabasa da ɛyɛ sumdue kuro a obi a mpanyimfo nyinaa pɛ sɛ da chi bia ɔmbɛ retire wɔ adwura ase ti de meka akyerɛ adwuraman ye mane nana ɛwɔ akwantuo mu ewiase fa na mu nyinaa no enkran Kumasi Tamale ba bi biara obi ya wɔ a ofiri adwura sɛ nyame adom nti adwura no ayɛ sumdue.
The disturbances affected the population and housing census here at Edra, as the officials had to withdraw their men for fear of attacks. But following the relative calm over here, they have resumed work.
When the whole thing started, and I realized that it was about to escalate, so that area, the Gomba line, and around Abuta, I quickly called on the supervisors to withdraw all the field of officers upon the advice or on consultation of my regional boss, the Ashanti Regional Ghana Statistical Service Officer, in the person of Dr. Kobina. And so I explained him the situation and he welcomed the idea. So I withdrew them, okay? But other people also withdraw.
The Member of Parliament for the Edra Sechodumase constituency has been visiting families of some of the affected persons. He's thus calling for the withdrawal of the military in the area. He also warns the relevant ministries in charge of security to stop deploying the military to various areas whenever there is chaos.
I know that internal security is usually the work of the police. The police have been trained to control riots and demonstrators. And when I came to Edra, I found out that almost every equipment that is needed for riot control or crowd control was present in Edra. We had the crowd control vehicle. We have the police, I'm told, reliable told, they had tear gas with them. And then if it was to be the police who led the quelling of the demonstrations, I believe they wouldn't have fired live bullets into the crowd. So I am, by this medium, calling on the various security agencies, especially the National Security Minister, the Defense Minister, and the Interior Minister, to put a stop to the wanton deployment of military personnel in the internal arrangement of this country, or the internal security management of this country, because everywhere that the military has gone, they have acted unprofessionally and it has led to loss of lives. I condemn in no uncertain terms the killings of these two innocent souls in my constituency, and I demand the people of Edra Sechodumase must demand that a probe be instituted.